Hey guys, stream is excellent. I'm live. Let's just refresh this. Click. Looks like I'm live. Let's turn the volume off here. Okay, guys, another stream. Again, I'll probably hopefully do a quick video at the end of the week, especially because it's the first week of the month, and there's a couple things I would like to go over. First things first is, since it is the first week of the month, there is new free assets. So this is the permanently free asset. This will be free forever. I currently already owned it, so I'm not too sure where I picked it before. Maybe it was free for the month and before, and now it's just permanently free. I've already owned this, so maybe I got it on a sale. Not too sure. It's really expensive, so I don't think I would spend that much just on landscape alone, though the landscape does look quite nice, so but I really hope I didn't spend that much on just landscape alone. I already owned half of this pack. I know 2 of these were free for the month before, but now it's the full pack that comes with everything. We could dive in. So this is just a plane. If you're doing a battle royale and you want people jumping from the plane, this is just an exterior. You won't see no interior. It's just an exterior plane. But the wheels do fold up and stuff, I believe. As you can see, they're folded up there. Yeah, the front wheels should fold up as well. I don't know why there's no pictures of the front wheel folded up. But as you can see, there's a couple of different materials you can slap on the guy. Well, that's just really what it is. It's just a plane. One single plane, a couple different materials. This is pretty good for a pack for people who don't have nature. I have so much nature at this point. It's literally crazy. But yeah, I might have seen this and be like, look, it looks really good. But I think I got so much brushify stuff and things, so I do have a lot of really good, realistic looking nature. But yeah. This is it does come with a bunch of free, like there's 4 template maps that he does set up for you there. So it's a pretty good kit for, again, a zombie kind of on the road pack. Like I said, I already owned it, so this has everything for just like mages. There's different type of laser beams, ground effects. You can change the color of the ground effects. Pickups. This pickups. It's actually a part of the free. I think it's part of the permanently free section actually. But again, this is just one of the multiple packs that come in. There's 6 packs, and the basic pickups is, I'm pretty sure, is part of the permanently free. But you get some fire effects here, so different types of weapons like rocket launcher, pistol, machine guns, and stuff like that. Ice effects. So it's just a massive pack with just each one having like, each pack has about 6 effects. You know what I mean? You can almost fit them all into each page. So this is one pack. This is one pack. You know what I mean? The shooting guns, that's one pack, and there's 6 packs total. You can kind of get an idea of what each pack is from the names. So the stylized FX is the one with the tremors and stuff on the ground. Then you have the shooting pack with the bullets. Then you have the basic pickup pack, which is that. You have the ice pack, which you're seeing, which is this. Then you have a ray pack, which is these fire my lasers in different colors. Then you have the projectile pack, which that must be the actual. That must be the projectile pack. This here must be the attack or the shooting pack. Muzzle trails. One of their packs must have a weird name. Either way. That's that. This is probably, for me, the best pickup out of all this stuff here. It has $60 on for free for this month if you pick it up. Yeah, it shows you like you could build this kind of medieval scene with the product they give you. Do they have an overview? They do have an overview. So this is what you're getting. It doesn't look like much, but with this, because it's all modular, like just the different modular walls, different modular windows, and different modular roofs, right? You could build many different houses with that. You just build tons of different houses and stuff like that with just the modular pieces. So it doesn't come with all the modular houses pre-built for you. You'd have to build them yourself. But with this pack, I think you could make a whole medieval town and then have the trees and everything. You could make your own little Witcher kind of thing with this, for sure. For sure. Like your own little Witcher town or something like that, if that's the style game you're going for. So this is a pretty cool pack, definitely. I'm not too sure about the level of detail quality. I think it's just weird with the lighting, but the fire definitely looks good. Fire looks good, but some of these textures on these buildings are questionable. But you could always improve them if you didn't really. I mean, you could always, well, you could even take the materials if you just didn't like the materials, and you could probably just slap on some Quixel materials, or take the Quixel materials and edit them in Quixel Mixer, and then do that. This is just a really small reef kit. You get like a couple of stones, like a propeller. You don't get the full plane, you just get a propeller, a couple stones, and a couple of the stems. Like, do they have an overview? Yeah, this is the overview. You can see there's really not much to it. It's just a really small reef kit. Just fine. The price was only like $12 usually anyway. Now, so the two big ticket items here was the Storm Pine Forest, which sadly I already owned, which looks like, when I went through it, I think it's a pretty decent pack. And the second big ticket item for $122 is this riding kit. This riding kit it's absolutely brutal. You check the reviews here, like 2 stars, 1 star, 1 star. Really what you're getting from this kit is the horses. That's all I would use this kit for, is the horses. The riding is like you're playing like a first person shooter, so the horse actually slides backwards and strafes sideways, but doesn't have any animations to match. The horse actually doesn't turn at all. Like, none of that actual is built in to this at all. The only thing other than the horse and the materials that I'd be grabbing from this is maybe the animation for getting on and off the horse and the reins. But again, with the complaints, this is still a starter pack. Like, what the artist is saying that you're getting is that you're buying the fact that he's given you the ZBrush files and the Maya files. Most people I know, they're still using Blender because it's free. Maya's like really expensive. If you're a professional, this might be handy that you have a file that you could edit on the go. But most professionals, I think they're just going to make their own horse from scratch, to be honest. Like, it's just not that good of quality. So it's just a weird price point. But hey, there's not that many horses on the market, so free horse for now. It's free until the end of the month, so might as well pick it up for a free horse. I actually have another riding pack that seemed okay for me, and now that I have this pack, I'm just gonna steal the horses off it. But yeah, that's the free stuff for the month. This is the permanently free, and these are the 5 free items for the month. Just wanted to go over that. So my hospital's up here for references because I'm still working on the hospital. Compared to last month's, I always like to look over at last month's stuff. It's just nothing. Like, this free, permanently free, is amazing. Like, I'm going to be using this diner probably, or a lot of the stuff here. The baker set was awesome. The studio was awesome. This neighborhood was awesome. Like, it was just a really awesome month last month, and this month was kind of like disappointing for me. But again, when you're so many different types of games out there, so many different types of stuff. What could be bad for me could be great for others. So, yeah, what I have up here just making sure that the stream's going good, and I was looking into interactions. Again, with the real game, the final product, I want it to be cross console, all that good stuff, and the fact that they gave us Lyra, which is already cross console, everything with Epic Online Services in the background. I actually bought Eel Dev's Epic Online Services Core Edition as well, so he has like tutorials on how to use his stuff in line with the Epic Online Services, so it's easier, and you can get functions and stuff like that. And I think it helps you bring it into the blueprints and stuff, because a lot of the online services is all C++. So I did intend, and that was an expensive product. I didn't really get that on sale. I actually bought that for full price, but that's because that's my intention. So then they come out with Lyra with our base. That's good. So I want to use their interaction system. Now this does seem like a lot of C++, but a lot of the stuff is actually done for us here. So I was just trying to get this to work, and I wasn't able to get it working. And again, it's because they use these like GA systems here where on activate of ability, and the ability is attached to a mapping. Is it IL or AL? But yeah, you get you set up your keybinds here and you map them to a specific keybind. So as you can see, I try to do interact here, and I'll try to map it to F because E is used for something else, I believe. Tab, or it was used for something else, and so I was trying to. I switched the emote to X because it was something. Maybe emote was E, and I was like, man, I gotta switch off that. That doesn't make much. Oh, so melee has E or C. I think I would rather melee be F and interact be E. But we could work on that down the line. So melee was taking over it. Cycling through your weapons. So I just did that, and there is an inventory already set up with them too. So once you do the map, right? If I browse to this or reference, well, then yeah, then you have a shared input. And then you have your experience. And in your shared input, again, you have to kind of state your mapping and have everything lined up there. And then you make a GA for the actual ability, and when the ability fires, this is what it's going to do in a sense. And so I was trying to work on that because I want to have, and I just kind of organizing it because again, even Epic, just like when you buy a product, their blueprints are really messy. I'm not too sure why they just have them all over the place. This is a true or false node, so bring that over here. Cast failed, and the ability. Like that as cast failed, and the ability could go like. I prefer to go there, I guess. that down even. Alright. So yeah, I was just looking into the interaction because I would like to get that going. While we're doing that, let me just open up the map here. So that's what I was kind of doing since Sunday. What did we do on Sunday? I think we were working. Oh yeah, we put that pistol in. That was a little bit different. Yeah. So if I click on here, I could actually probably change this to pistol. I don't know if that's going to be my pistol, though. And that could be rifle, sure. Wow, everything loads so fast when I'm not streaming. And then when I am streaming, it seems like it's dying. Is it because I switched it to pistol? I just tested this earlier today and everything was working fine. Of course, when you're streaming things. So again, I still have my metahumans. I got my guy with red glowing hands. When I walk up to him, does he still have red glowing hands? Like, he doesn't actually have red glowing hands. It's just to help me identify my actual partner. I did finally fix this floor. That was super annoying that you'd fall to the ground. I actually just picked up a thing. Oh, let's hit tilde, which is going to run a record because my record is actually on tilde. No, it actually has my pistol. My guy seems pretty metallic. I might have to go into the material and fix that. Oh, I think I mentioned that last time. I forgot. Yeah, but no, it has my pistol. So, that's what we did last time. Oh, tilde. There you go. So, I'm gonna have it set to. All right, it knows the wall's there. So I'm gonna have to adjust the level streaming because as you can see, it does chop. Maybe it's loading too much in when it loads up all those walls. But when you load up all those walls in, it does freeze. There's too much. Maybe they're just too high of quality. And same when I walked forward there, and I'm loading in those things there. And if I go back and I go forward, it just keeps because to load and unload, it's too much stuff right now. Yeah, so I was just testing. And as you can see, the animations is really smooth. And the pistol's looking good. Again, this is just because it's the perfect size body, though. If I got a really tall guy, the pistol would be down in his hands. If I got a really short person, the pistol would be floating. So I gotta change it so that depending on the size of the metahuman you get, it actually changes. Animations are there. Again, that load is so I just gotta take off the level streaming right now and figure out what's going on with that. Maybe it's just because the stuff it's loading in is too high polygon. The other thing I was thinking is the other games where I'm doing level streaming, and it works really well. I do not have a nav mesh volume regeneration in a sense. So right now I just have a nav mesh volume, and every single time you move something The nav mesh volume tends to regenerate for all the AI. So if you're loading and unloading levels, the nav mesh volume regenerates. And so what I had, because I had a massive open world last time, because I wasn't working with a small map before, I just had it so that all my characters had what's called a nav mesh invoker. So you have this massive nav mesh that doesn't set up the navigation for your AI. Only when your AI spawns, it sets up a little navigation just around itself, and there's no other navigation already done. But most games with a pre-done up level like this have navigation kind of statically kind of built, and because there's not many things loaded out. Now, I might have to go that other route because I do want to use level streaming, because I do kind of want to maybe have these rooms pretty detailed, like having a bunch of benches and chairs and a bunch of intricate stuff in these rooms, and not just have it bare. Like I could probably still have, again, I'm running at 50 frames. That's because the stream and everything's on. But I think if I could probably get high frames even with some stuff in any of the rooms. But I don't know how much I would want to push it, you know what I mean? I'd have to really do a lot of testing, I think. But I told myself, like, not to get super stressed out about that now. Just keep building the simple levels as I go. So what I've been working on as well is this is the B, which is Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. As you can see, there's going to be divisions in the roof. So yeah, this roof comes down here, and there's going to be a new roof over in this roof here. It's going to go across. It's going to be cross. Be across. So this is the Bravo section. This is the north side of the building. And this is the interior blueprint for the walls. Now it's just lining everything up, making sure I cover the invisible stuff. Because that's just how the walls kind of work. You can see here, right, there's a little gap, but if you look in here, it's nicely flushed. It's just kind of how this artist designed it. And so the artist does give you these little plates to kind of cover up the gaps, so you don't notice them. These, I made them marble. He just had them white. All that white on white walls was just too much white. It is a hospital, but even on the edges here, I made sure that it kind of matched the floor. A nice little gray pattern. So that's what I was kind of working on. And I think I just about finished. Yeah, I was just doing the last touch up on this wall, which I might slightly need to touch up just a little bit more. I think, as you can see, it enters in to that wall there. So I might have to come back to my collection in my inventory thing here later. We'll go here. And again, this is just a nice blueprint. So I could edit it. I could come back, and if there's changes, if people see this and that, it's not something that's super complicated for me to do. It's something that I can edit on the fly and add different stuff to. And maybe and all of them are kind of set. So this guy right here, I might have to scale him to like 0.95. Make sure that he kind of lines up nicely. Compile and save that. And let's go look here. Oof. Too much. 0.98. Two. One. There we go. File, save that. Yeah, I think that's good. I think I've finished this one now. So what I did here is I like this nice gray color. And since this is the triage area, I like the white. So I would probably be changing this whole wall here to white. In the floor, I'm going to have each floor kind of sectioned off with different materials and stuff. And you'll see that as we go along. See this nice wood material? This wood material here is going to be on the second floor near the cafeteria. That whole like section is going to have this nice kind of wooded material feel. I think I'm going to stick to this here for the front half offices on the outside. So all these offices are going to have that. And so I think that's what we should kind of be doing tonight, is getting the Bravo section done. I think this would all be technically Alpha section. So, gonna have this weird kind of figure out where the wall goes. Give the walled Alpha section. I'll have these kind of open areas with Bravo, I think. I almost want to just give these two rooms to Alpha section, but I won't. Alright. Alright. So, if we click this, and we go to browse to assets. Might even be simpler just to duplicate this, and it's floor 1 Bravo section. This is going to be south. Interior. Floor 1 south interior. So we know right away we could get rid of these guys. Oops. Oh, I'll probably need to get rid of that guy anyway. Oops. Look here. Kind of want the stairs to just be open. I don't think I want any walls with the stairs. Just like an open concept. But when I go to do the Alpha section, I will need an elevator here and a stairwell here. So that's going to go all the way up to the 4th floor. And I'll need an elevator and a stairwell here. Is this where I have... No, that's where I have that. That's fine. So this here is a 12, which is a long wall, a small wall, a long wall. I guess it's just a bigger room than a smaller room, facing the front and back. Facing the front and back. So where do I want my 0, 0 to be? This wall here. And that wall there. Is a small wall as well. So I need 2 big walls breaching off of it going north and south. So for now, we will clear this here. Couple other big walls around, big door walls. One. So yeah, I think I'll just delete those. Duplicate this guy, bring it here. Duplicate this guy. Duplicate that guy. I have him there. I'm going to need duplicate this guy. I'm going to need one of these guys. 0 to give me an approximate distance. How big my hallways are. There we go. Duplicate this guy. I'm gonna bring him there. Then if I minimize this, we are going to have number one on both sides of those, and a wall which is a number 12 in the center. So this is a 12. So duplicate that. We'll bring this guy over. Every time I come to this project, I'm like, Dan, you're not done this hospital yet? It's pretty important that I nail it, you know what I mean? Because a lot of my levels in the beginning will be based off this hospital. So I want it to be able to be changed if there's complaints and stuff like that. I want to be able to quickly fix things on the fly and go into which part would be causing problems and stuff like that. So it is pretty important. So duplicate this guy here, bring it down. Duplicate him, bring it down. There we go. See how that is. And the doors are on the outside. Let's see, the doors are on the outside. Perfect. So I think this is done. 2 to 3. 3. Do. Center walls are not there though. I think it's safe to say I can now obliterate this area here. This will no longer be needed. So this is a unique mesh. I will hold on to that for now. That won't really need to be a corner. We'll come back to that. Pick it out. Actually, Control Z. I could just swap them. You will come over here, and you will come over here. But you will go to 90. 90? 90. And you will go to 90. 90. Everybody goes 90. There we go. Alright. Door in or out? Door in on both sides. Nice. Duplicate. So you want to come into the center of the room. That means I'll just throw this door over here. And duplicate this wall here, which should be a 12 wall. Then what's going on with this room here? Oh. Oh, that's what that was. So we will redo that. I think it's Control Y. But I was trying to click on this here and hit Control D. There we go. Yeah, just hitting Control D to duplicate. It should be this wall here. Control D. Should be the same here. And I think that's it. So that area is going to be a lot quicker to do. I realized this guy did. If I show you this, like I can look how many hand placed lights this is. When he built this, it must have took him hours to hand place all these millions of little lights all over the place. But get this, like he has these roof tiles with the lights in it when he has a floor with an underside material where he could put the roof material on. Watch this, ceiling. Ceiling instance 1? Nah, ceiling instance 2? Oh, nope, that was the actual mesh. Ceiling instance 2? Look. Look. Ceiling. That's just a material change. What? Why put a whole nother mesh in? Well, that ceiling sucks. Oh, ceiling 1 or 2 is the best ceiling. Like, look how many elements that he has for this. Like, it's taken up so much processing power when I don't think really people are looking that much at the roof. It depends on the game, I guess, but since a lot of our levels are going to be like shooters and going to have so many other things in the room distracting you, and then now one thing I was like worried about is like, oh well, because he has all those materials, this roof might not have a light, but he also just has lights. See if I don't know if I'll be able to find one, but he also, yeah, just has individual lights, so you could just get the light by itself and just put it on the roof. So I'm not too sure why he did that, but you can see why when we first started this project I was rocking. You didn't even see it. Like, I look out here, 90 frames. I look at his lights, 50 frames. Because I think Lumen's trying to do with all these lights. And again, because there's global illuminations, and you could actually add illumination from emissive materials. That means any material, even this door, if it's like white, I could say, I could put it in the emissive of that white door that, hey, it gives off light. You know what I mean? And that door will give off a light because we're using lumen now. You know what I mean? So there's no need for all these lights. No need at all. It's just crushing performance. And we'll get these balusters, these things in there later on. But see how there's like gray, then white, then gray? There's gonna be different sectors later on. So you gotta, I want it so like when hardcore players are playing that they can call out green sector, you know, purple sector. Like, oh, here's a perfect example, like green. We will have, and green doors. We will have different, like orange, purple, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't need a color section where you can call it white, but triage is triage. Like, people are like, somebody's at triage, somebody's at the loading bay, you know what I mean? Somebody's at entrance. That's kind of how it's going to be for that area. But so I don't think I need this anymore. And this is what we're looking at. Let's I want this guy here for sure. We can keep the interiors the same. We can keep them this color here for now. The exteriors, I want them to be this nice plaster 2. So we're gonna go here, and this is plaster 4, so we're gonna go plaster 2. Ooh, interesting. What's that from? Building? I don't know why it's not letting me copy. It's really annoying. Plaster 2. At least as long as these are actually plaster, they'll be easy for me to... Whoa, 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 what's going on here? Oh. This guy's in a little bit. We'll touch up. We'll touch up after. So this is plaster 2. Is that the inside? That was the inside. The inside we want plaster 4. Outside we want plaster 2. This is panel wall. So this is this one here. We want plaster 2. Panel wall. Plaster 2. Now I haven't decided yet. People might be wondering why this world grid material here. That's these doors. And the reason why they were never done is because even the artist covers these up with trim. So you never see that anyway. So to put a material there is just extra loading that's never going to be seen. Debatably, he didn't even need to put the mesh in there. Just extra mesh, but maybe just in case somebody might be using that area. So, like, oh, did I click this? I don't want to click that. Here. It's all plaster 1. This has to be plaster 4. There we go. And these are these nice offices that they're bigwigs are gonna have at the front desk of the hospital. Oh, plaster 4. These small tiles are, these are gonna be washrooms. Male and female washrooms. These are the big washrooms. And they're going to be in the exact same spot all the way up, because that's what I noticed in my references for all the hospitals. In all the hospitals that I researched, when they have bathrooms, they're in the same location on the same floor, like for every floor excelling, and they're usually by stairs. They're always by exits and entrances. I never knew that. I guess I know that now. If you ever have a building, they usually put the washrooms right by the stairs. Makes sense, I guess. And the entrances and exits, they try to have washrooms there. So, I'm gonna have stairs here, so I'm gonna need washrooms somewhere in around here. And then wherever it is, it's gonna be in that spot all the way up. And then I'm gonna have another set of small, those are the small washrooms. These are the big washrooms, these are the only big washrooms all the way up. And then I'm gonna need, because there's stairs over here and an entrance over here, then a main, I'm going to need washrooms, and they're probably going to be around here or here. This has nice windows though. Can't cover the windows. Can't cover the windows. Yeah. Maybe they'd be like right here and go straight up. Have like a room there or something. Yep. And it's a washroom for the warehouse people. Makes sense. Makes sense to me. I'm good with it. Alright. We could, I showed you guys this, so I can close this now. Let's just take out space. So, again, here's the stairs, washrooms. Right? Stairs, washroom. Stairs, washroom. Stairs, washroom. Stairs, washroom. Okay, this is St. Joseph's, that's St. John's Regional Hospital. St. Joe's, stairs, washroom, stairs, washroom, stairs, washroom, stairs, washroom, stairs, washroom. This is St. Joseph's. Let's go to Peterborough, Ontario. Stairs, washrooms, stairs, washrooms. It's a thing. It's how people design buildings, I guess. Good to know. was I doing? Oh yes, I wanted to tab to this thing. I was doing this. So yes, that's why these panels were here. Tile 4 will be plaster 4. Oop. Plaster 4. Whoa. I see. Oh. It's looking pretty good here. All those interiors are done. We got nice simple gray rooms. Get this outside here. So I had a brain fart there. I'm like, what was I doing? Where am I? So we have this nice, cool design on the outside. Yeah. And we will follow suit with this here. Maybe this time I'll do the outside first. So that is wall panel. This is plaster 4, so this will be plaster 2. This is plaster 4, so this will be plaster 2. Plaster 4, so this will be plaster 4, plaster 2. And inside here, we got panel 4, which will be plaster 4. Tile 4, which would be plaster 4. And we have panel 4, which would be plaster 4. Plaster 4, which would be plaster 4. Tile 4, which would be plaster 4. Ooh. For nice. This is 0, 0. Darn, I thought this was 0, 0, 0. Oh, that's why. This is 0, 0, 0. What, that's 620? I'll shift everything down. There you go. 0, 0, 0. Dead center-ish of my thing. Now I want to perfectly align the rest of it. Yep, just want to make sure that's all good to go. Was this 620? So if I use 620, I just duplicate this guy here, grab him. There we go. Throw this guy here. And we are just making sure all the way around looks good. And again, that doesn't have to be, this didn't have to be all 0. Like it's just me being picky for future. So I know that pretty much the center, it's not even so much the center, but I figure 1, 2, 1, 2. It's as close as center I'm gonna get is the center of the blueprint is. where the orientation is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to switch up because instead of just constantly doing this, um, and I know it's very important to get done, I wanted to actually try to test and dive into some things, and getting the pistol one was pretty cool. And so now you guys will know if and when I get the rest of the stuff in, how easy it was to really to get in, or how I did it. Because you're part of the process. Okay? And all of the marble breaks are in there, but I see that I am missing some here. So I need to click this guy, duplicate him, and bring him in here, and then duplicate him, and bring him in here. And I gotta do the same to this side. I click on this guy, duplicate him, and bring him over here. Okay, yeah, I just didn't go far enough. I was thinking it didn't go far enough. Duplicate them. And this is 620. We measured the width of the hall already, so we know that's good. It's gonna go right down here. This is gonna come right down here. This is gonna come right to this. And this comes right down to that. So that's all lined. And I noticed I didn't. Yeah, well, none of these guys have beads, so let's duplicate this. We're gonna need to 180 this, so that should just be 0. Derp. Nope. 90. Derp. Nope. Minus 90. I knew that. So this should be 0. Oh. So duplicate. This will be 0. Control Z. It'll be this way. There we go. This is probably where I got the 180 from. Well, it's just flipping it, right? Duplicate. So this will be 0. It's just this is literally just a flip. We'll just apply that to that wall. And we break this out here. See? The nav mesh builds every time you move an object. Nav mesh building. And I think that is what actually might be one of the things that is lagging my project. Because every single time these walls load and unload, And there's multiple walls though. Like this is just one solid like object in a sense. Where the walls, remember, there's each floor is separate. So like this wall is separate from this wall, and this wall, and this wall, and this wall. But when you're swinging around to this side of the building, and you hit here, all of those walls need to reload. And I might have done that up. And since all of those walls are loading, it's building nav meshes for all of that. And even though they're walls, it's just so the AI knows it can't walk through it. And it's like, oof. So we will go and whoa, what are you from? You don't need to be here. You don't need to be here. Delete these here. Place down our new. And I see, yeah, I did that with this area here. I put some temp things in here. This is where the elevator is going to be. And this is kind of like where the elevator maintenance area is going to be. So you can come in if the elevator maintenance guys have access to the back of the elevator. Just in case there's anything that needs to get fixed. And then this is the stairwell I was talking about. So there's going to be one over here where these glass kind of, these thin glasses are. This glasses. So there's also going to be one over here. What is it? The hallway is a little bigger. Line this up. This is almost going right back to this point here. Let me open this guy up. And I might have to. See if I could do this. It would probably be just easier to push this back a little bit. This is a lot to grab. I've come this far. Nope, I already had it clicked. this one spot here. That is this guy? No. This guy? No. This guy? That was the guy. Yes. File. Save. What happened there? Isn't that guy clicked? Oh well. That's just one thing I gotta move. So I did unclick that guy as well. And I gotta bring it forward a little bit. I'll save. Just a smidgen. Just a smidgen more. Huh. There we go. 50. There we go, the hallways there. Perfect. Because as you see with the test, it should be one of these door frames thickness divided. So if I have to later on throw a halt, like copying these and going through these, if I have to. But yeah, sometimes there's not a hole. I actually have these meshed right side by side, but just for consistency, I have these guys placed. And for consistency, I just realized I actually missed one here because there's no crack. There's a slight seam there, so I'll even just hide that seam, if nothing else. And because this is updating live, when I edit this here, you can see that pop up at the bottom right where it is still doing that nav mesh rebuild nonstop. So sometimes I delete the nav mesh just so it'll stop rebuilding all the time. And usually that's just under navigation, navigational mesh. Let's see, generate overlap events during level streaming. Use config defaults. Update, never update. Only update movable if wrote could be. Not sure, because it's not clicked. But this is what I would this is what I normally have. Generate navigation only around navigation invokers. So that way, only when there's an invoker that's running around, so an AI would have an invoker on it, and it's just within a certain radius of that AI. That's the only place where that nav mesh is. Because that's the only place where that nav mesh needs to be, in a sense. Is where the AIs are, and where what's near the AI. So the AI can see, oh, I can go in this door, or I can go in that door. The AI can see as he's moving, and it constantly builds as he goes along. Instead of having a, but again, it's like I said, it all depends if you're loading and unloading stuff. What's worse, really? Yeah, I have these nice interior building sets here. I might just build like the stairwell, the elevator, just be like a little hall, I guess, in one room here, a really small room here, then across the hall will be a hall here, and just do the washrooms. And that's it for this section. And since it's so little, I might just keep these sections the same colors. Receiving is receiving. People should be able to call that out. And the rest will be like shelving stuff. I want this area to be identifiable though. Up here's the second floor. You have dining, cafeteria area, the kitchen, and storage at this side again. I think this needs to be like the gift shop, which is weird. But I believe a lot of hospitals have a gift shop for like kids. It's like a convenience store as well. Cashier. Hell, this is just public knowledge, so I don't think it's wrong for me to be able to show here. so you guys can find this anywhere. Yeah, see, gift shop. Second cup, gift shop. Yeah, a lot of places have like a Tim Hortons. There's the cafeteria, the kitchen, storage area. Again, storage area is always across. Receiving. How about you? Yeah, this guy's a little messed up. Like floor 4, I think has where the normal main entrance is on floor 4. Like the rest of the place in the basement, I guess. But yeah, gift shop. W4. So it's right here. Main entrance is the gift shop. So I think I'd put like a slight little convenience store / gift shop right here, and that will be edited. With the gift shop, there's going to be a washroom here. These are the washrooms that I'm looking at for the smaller washrooms. So what is it? They're single doors. Oh, it's one dual door. With a panel in between. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted my other Unreal thing. So, actually, I'm going to take the first one here again, and I'll duplicate it. This one I'll call 1 alpha self interior. The only reason why I took that was, believe it or not, these 2 rooms, as you can see with the height changes and stuff, who the artist that made these 2 rooms, and the color. When I actually go into the actual thing, that's not the, this is the color that I have set up with it. And you can see that the panel, so I don't know why the color seems off, but, and the height, see, that's just the Y, that's the width here. So it's slightly wider, but the height is 1. The height is 1. He actually designed them different heights. And you can see here that this is higher because these actual corner blocks are short on this. So this elevator room is actually built higher than the rest of the rooms for some reason, which makes no, like, why would he do that? I don't know. But just like, again, and this is all like one piece, so it's just like this weird thing. So if I keep this, it'll help, I think. And it also has this wall here, I thought, and I could just duplicate this, but instead I think I need this dual door. Dual door. Now, I call the size 12 wall my big wall. But I have a bad and sneaking feeling that maybe these are, oh no. Let's get them nice and close. Damn, you 3D space. Okay, that's lined. Okay, they are the same size. Alright, alright, alright. That's good. So I'll have the same tiled washroom. I'm really thinking. Because I wanted to from the very beginning, but I haven't really done it. Because I definitely see it missing in a lot of games, and I think it's missing in a lot of blueprints in general. Like, they don't show it here. It's just your general, like, we have them in the military, all of our buildings. It's your general cleaning closets. There are in a lot of buildings, I think they're supposed to be. So I might actually put the washroom right here and center it off the washroom wall here. This is a 12er, I think. This is a 12er. How big are those washrooms? Washrooms, we're here. This is a 4. They weren't that deep. What could we do here? What would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do? What would you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? It's true, because even if I did put the washrooms right here and then put a maintenance closet beside it, because this is a 4 wall, this is a 1, and I brought this in a little bit. I have these stairs all the way up. I might need another 4 wall. What is that? Is that the size of a small door? One of these little singles? Oof, not quite. Like, some of the times I feel like his stuff just doesn't add up. It just... If you don't have double 12s... This is the size I kind of decided this hallway was already going to be. It's already a long hallway. But it is just a small thing. And I did want to have clean closets on both sides of the building. So maybe I will still have it so they're just right here. me see. This is too wide. Yeah, maybe right here. This is a 4 wall as well. Okay. I still want to center it off this. Is this going to be a big room? This is going to be a big room. Alright. So, South A. Where is that 0, 0, 0? 60. 200. Minus 70. Is there no 0, 0, 0? Well, you're going to be my new 0, 0, 0. So, 0. 0. 90. So this must have been the 0, 0, 0. Oh well. Off the 0, 0, 0. 4. We're going to need another one going south or one of the directions. So we're going to duplicate that. Oop, that's a corner. We don't want a corner. 90? Yeah, 90. This here for now, just for spacing purposes. And we will there we go. And yeah, then there's gonna be a big room. What is this? It's a 4 wall and a 12 wall. It's a 12 and a 12. Slide this down. We want a 4 and 12. This is a 4 here. 90. Doesn't matter what way it's facing actually. And there's the 12. Yeah, that's a 4. I don't know why I lined that up, because that doesn't even matter. It's going to be lined up with this guy here. But what's going on? So this is 4 wall and then doors. The doors are actually swapped. 390. Where did that go? Oh, over here. What's going on? Can't move my things. They're just spinning my screen. Actually, I'll just delete this guy for now. And I will duplicate this guy. Oop, not quite there. Something's all messed up. There we go. Okay, that looks about right. There we go. Move out my way, move out my way. This is another 12 wall, we should have lots of that. I do not... What? Did I delete stuff I shouldn't have deleted? Did I think? Did not. This is the main wall. I just got all turned around. This is what I could delete. This is what I moved out of the way. This is also what I moved out of the way. This is what I wanted to be 0, 0. So from 0, 0 there should be like an E formation. Yeah. Then 2 doors on the inside actually. And then 2 walls. Oop. Oop. It's right there. 2 doors. Oh, so yeah, it is minus 90. I had it right before. got those big rooms created. Take this now that the big room's created. I just want to see something. Doesn't leave much room. This hallway seems strangely odd size. But compared to the rest of the hallways, really. Could be part of the design, though, to add some differences into it. What is the distance of this, though? So the distance is slightly greater than 112 block. If we go 12 block all the way down, it does kind of nicely line up with that door. I think everything I have glass-wise is already glass partition. Alright, I keep forgetting whenever this happens, just hit the back button on these. Oof. This guy's even smaller. Double door glass partition. It's still 2 blocks each side. Duplicate glass partition for glass partition 3. Still too wide even for glass partition. Yeah, the big old hallway. But still, it's As it stands right now, it's not quite big enough for a room. That's why I was worrying about that. It's because I gotta build this right now. That's what I'm looking to build right now. It has to be, I'm thinking 112 length block across or door entrance across. At least it's actually that plus a little bit. And then it's one door entrance down. This should be a door entrance. I guess I was off a little bit when I put that in. Oh, nope, these walls are actually just off. Alright, it's good to know. Yeah. So if I back this up, now those are aligned. And now that's, yeah, so it's one door entrance wide. Almost like a 10 door entrance. The big door entrance across. So we did save that door entrance. It's right here. And so this guy's our 0, 0. It's the one down, and then there's the E and the two doors, and we have this door here. This guy's our 0, 0. Our E. So we want the door right here. Oh, that's the double door. We'll deal with you later. This is the single door? Yeah, we still want to 0 U. This needs to be nice and flush with the wall. Scroll down. Then we have one of these guys. Right about there. But now we gotta go this way. So I was trying to figure out the distance this way. And so if we do 90 with this guy. I think it technically should be more this way than that. But at the same time, like it'll just look pretty odd. And then what do we need? Then it's just a 12 blocker. This door it's facing this way. This is the door, this is the door. Which I don't think we'll need all these doors. A 4-piece. That's the we can take this guy here. And these are flush. But I don't want to take away my space for no reason at all. This is a 4-door. I mean 4-wall. We do have some odd walls like the 7s and stuff like that, but those are like these, like you see, they're usually just used for odd case scenarios. So this is the 4-wall. Let's do 90 here. And we will line it up. Alright guys, it is 11 o'clock, so that's it for me streaming the creation today. What I will be doing here is I will be, again, I'm going to be putting the washrooms right here, which will be going right here, and maybe, depending on how much room there is, maybe the storage room here, and then with the windows and stuff, pretty much making the gift shop right here. And I might just have see what I could do about doing like a diagonal kind of glass door here, and that would be cool for a gift shop. So I'll have the wall from coming out to about here. I'm thinking it's going to come out to here from the closet maybe, and then I'll have the wall from the elevator coming out to here, and then I will have a glass door here. So if I just deleted those doors, let the glass set from before, didn't I? If I hit duplicate, and we're going to do 45 minus 45. I'm going to have to angle that specifically. But glass, partition 2, double door. And we will, yeah, see this constant nav meshing is super annoying. Just have this kind of like try to get that in something like that. Might have to shrink it or something, Or maybe I'll do a single door with a couple of the glass 3 partitions. And then that will be like where the gift shop is. And so this is a nice bigger open hallway. Yeah. And then this is like filled here. That'll be filled there. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. And hopefully you guys will see that done. So, and again, you can see that that's all it is. And then after I complete that, I think I'm just going to make sure the bathrooms are in here. I'm not going to really touch the receiving area. I think I'm going to have lots of thoughts about the receiving area, and that's why it's good to have everything modular and blueprinted. And then I'll start getting the ceiling and the floor in for level 2. And then I'll start working on level 2. Then 3. And 3 and 4 should be a lot easier. And it'll allow me, and then I'll be able to adjust all the walls and stuff like that here. Because again, like, there should be just like 3 pillars. 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? And I think I'm gonna do stairs up and down. On here. And then the cross between Bravo and Charlie will be back here. And the cross between Alpha and Bravo will be up here to give it some variety. That's it for tonight. It's after 1 o'clock. Thank you guys so much to whoever came to view and check things out. Again, if you have any concerns or anything, just leave comments about the game that I have on Steam right now, about what's going on in the future, anything, just leave comments. The Discord for it, there's the YouTube channel for it, there's everything. And I'm just going to keep working on things. Thank you guys so much, and you guys have a great one. Cheers.